Okay, terribly sorry about all of that. Let's get the game started. I was having technical difficulties, and then wouldn't you know it, I had to take a dump. I had to take a dump, something awful. Sorry. All right, so we beat the first day of Harvester, which is like of of the days is like the longest one, right? Day two. Let's look at the clarinet again, just for morale. The fact that schoolgirl left it there, good. That hasn't changed.
What?
Is Dad feeling any better?
I hear him at night, thrashing and moaning. I crawl out my window and see Mom's shadow on the shade, pot holders on her hands, reaching for him. How can she do the stitches on him wearing those? Wouldn't she slip?
Don't be silly. She wouldn't do that. Of course she'd slip.
Maybe that's why he's not getting better. Good. Finally.
Hello, dear. How are you today?
Bye.
Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
I've changed my philosophy in regards to Jimmy. We're gonna give him the paper.
Hey, Steve, you've been doing a swell job putting the paper out in the morning. You just keep doing that and we won't have any problems. That's not much to ask, is it?
Uh, that kid is 40 now. Alright. Oh, I forgot to give him the sneakers. Comedy of errors.
There now.
And he wanted new sneakers. In exchange, he'll give us something really neat.
Swell! Here's the keys to the broom closet at Gein Memorial. That's where they meet every day. About 3:45, as soon as everyone has gone home. Sometimes I hide in there beforehand. And Daddy-o, I see some stuff that's real nasty. Take it from me. You made a good swap.
Okie dokie. Let's go do that, I guess.
Oh, man. Oh, man. the school broom closet? What will people think?
Are you blackmailing us, you little shit?
Shit, yeah,
Calm
old
down,
people
Mr.
making
Harrell.
out.
Stephen would never do that. He's a smiley bear. But we should give him a token of our appreciation for his silence. Here, Stephen, take this baseball bat. You'll find it quite useful.
That a boy. Take the bat, and we'll take the photo.
However will I keep the children in line now?
I have a spare I can bring in tomorrow, unless...
I'll talk to Mrs. Phelps.
We may have made life more difficult for the children, but we got a baseball bat. We're armed. Alright, now that we've applied for membership, we're going to receive tasks we have to do. And we're going to receive today's task.
I take it you wish to be initiated into the mysteries of the Order of the Harvest Moon. Very well. Know then that securing the application was but the first step on your road to enlightenment. Now you must complete a series of tasks to prove your worthiness as an initiate.
What kind of tasks?
Minor pranks, really. Nothing overly difficult. More tests of wit than prowess. But complete them you must, if you wish to enter these walls.
Minor prank, eh? I'll bet. What have you got in mind?
There is in Harvest a man named Mr. Johnson.
He needs a good hard penis. Oh.
It is his pride and joy. I should like you to put a scratch in it.
A scratch. That's all?
As I said, a minor prank. Mind you, you are not to damage the vehicle. Merely put a single scratch in it. Once you have done so, return here, and I shall give you your next task.
Sure thing, boss. Alright. So here, let me save. Tucker. So here is the puzzle. He's extremely protective of his car. So if we scratch it in broad daylight,
Hey, what the hell are you doing? Stay out of there! You rotten son of a bitch! Sheriff!
this is all gone awry. Okay, so there's combat in Harvester. I deliberately didn't mention that during the first day. But we're not for a while, but we're eventually going to be seeing a lot more of it. So basically we can't scratch his car while we have to wait till it's nighttime. But when it's nighttime, he has it locked up in his fortress-like garage. So we'll need to think of a plan. This manhole cover seems interesting. I already know what to do, so I'm not going to pretend to solve the puzzle. And I don't think anything... I think there's side stuff we can do. I think there's a way to get into the safe at the TV station, but I don't know what it is. But over here, there's a manhole key. And we just happen to have some Aura Lube. Pick up the key, thank you. And I think there's something... Okay, never mind. When you do everything you need to do the task, it goes to nighttime. But I think tomorrow there's something we can do at the funeral home. Alright. We go to the right here. Or is it?
Oh man. Okay. Well that didn't work.
Oh, hang on. Steve is doing great. Looking like the original Quake over here. Empty oil cans. An oil pan. Pitchfork. Fork, yeah. That's your joke for the day.
Well that didn't work.
Give me 1 second. Stuff is taking up my computer's resources. We need this. We need this dolly. Hello, dolly. Oh. Carrying case is filled with nothing but lint and sawdust. Is a similar model to the postmaster's gas can. Heavily used sander. Phillips screwdriver. Screwdriver, here we go. There we go.
Did it.
It looks like it skipped the video, but we scratched the shit out of it. bars outside our dad's bedroom window are screwed in with Phillips head screws. Let's check out the cemetery for no particular reason. Mr. Potsdam?
I'm burying our cat. She passed away and I'm burying her. Go away and mind your own business.
Then, where's the cat?
I left her at home.
You
Now
keep
leave
skipping
me
the
alone.
videos. Keep skipping the videos and I don't know why.
This kind of stuff can come back to haunt you.
Okay. I don't believe that you have a cat. I mean, I know that you don't, but I also don't believe that you would. Hey, bro.
So, you have completed your first task. Now that you've scratched the tucker, you may proceed to your second task. You will steal a bolt of fabric from the fireman and bring it to me. Very well then. Use whatever means
This game is
necessary.
actually pretty good about
The cloth to me here.
making it so that you don't
Your third
run into dead
task.
ends, at least in the first half of it. Aw, yeah. Burger. All right. Beautiful new day.
Hello, dear. How are you today? By the way, I spoke with Mr. Johnson and he's livid. Seems someone scratched up his priceless tucker. If he finds out who, there'll be heck to pay. Edna's daughter Karen has disappeared. Karen was playing outside as Edna closed the diner, and that's the last anyone saw of her.
Oh, shit.
This happened Tuesday night. That's all I know except for what's on the posters. Don't forget to put the paper.
Alright, so we're kind of timed right now. But I do want to talk to some people about Karen before we solve the problem.
What do you want, Steve?
Hey, you're one of the 3 kids that live here.
That's...
Maybe you'd feel...
Maybe you'd be quiet with a steak knife in your heart.
What?
Just leave me alone, Steve. Believe me, you got your own problems. I heard that someone took Karen. Little Miss Perfect didn't get famous. Gonna get a picture on a milk carton.
She's disappeared. That's all we know.
Yeah. Well, I heard that Karen was gone. So I went over to Miss Fitzgerald's house and asked if I could play with Karen. Her mom just stood there, you know, in the doorway, and cried and cried.
Okay.
And I just stood there, wondering how long it would take for her to stop. But she didn't. So I went inside and watched TV, 'cause they've got color, 'cause Edna has money, 'cause she runs the diner and all.
You said that you never
And
seen
I
a TV with
sensed she was
color.
feeling vulnerable. So I asked her to fix me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And she did. Then I went into Karen's bedroom and looked around for stuff I could take, while Edna was in the bathroom with the water running. But all that there was girl stuff. So I came home. But it was fun while it lasted.
That boy ain't right.
I'm evil? You don't know what evil is. Mom says the blood drive is coming, Steve. You'll like that. It's for a good cause. And only bad people don't give. Good. Finally.
We are kind of being timed, like I said. Kind of on a time crunch, Jimmy, but here.
There now, so...
Does he have anything to say? I clicked on here by accident, but does Range Rider have something to say?
Can't talk now, Buckaroo. Karen Fitzpatrick has strayed from the corral, kids. So if any of you buckaroos have seen her lately, give the sheriff a call and tell him what you know. Anyone who comes up with information gets an invite to Range Rider's Kitty Corral. So keep those eyes peeled, cowpokes. Don't go away, there's more to come. Hello there, cow. From what I've heard, there were weird lights seen in the cemetery Tuesday night. Aside from that, nothing. If you hear anything, I'd be just pleased as punch if you'd let me know. The thought of something happening to that little filly? Well, it just breaks my heart.
Let's not debate him about
Happy trip.
violence in media again. Let's consult the sheriff. We also need to show Hank that Range Rider autograph that we got.
Boy, the way you keep... I understand you witnessed Miss Whaley's dispensing a little discipline at the school, and she thinks you may be feeling a mite bent about it.
I mind my own business, Sheriff.
That's always the wisest course, boy. Sticking your nose where it doesn't belong can get you in a world of trouble, especially if you're a gynecologist. Heck, there isn't a psychiatrist around who'd disagree about what a calming influence a dent in the head can be. You can't argue with science, Steve. It's bigger than all of us. I got a report here that someone put a ding on Johnson's Tucker. As ornery as Johnson is about that old car, I suppose he had it coming. I imagine it was just some kids pulling a prank. I suppose you've heard the news about Edna's daughter Karen disappearing. I wouldn't think about it too much if I were you. This is a serious crime, and this is no time for civilians to be nosing around playing cops and robbers. Steve, I'd give this advice to my own son, if I had one. Leave this be. This is not the kind of thing you should look into. Sow some wild oats, boy. Kick up your heels. Join the lodge. Join the lodge, Steve, and leave Karen to the professionals. Stop on by.
I can't stop him, Chats. I just heard that Mr. Johnson's...
Okay. Luckily, so He wasn't burying a cat. Oh, we got her in time. If you take too long, she dies. So maybe don't do that.
Thank God I found you. Are you alright, Karen?
I want to go home. Could you take me to my mommy's store? Or to the policeman?
Can you tell me who did this to you?
Mr. Potsdam told me he'd hurt my mommy if I told.
Won't do anything, I promise. Tell me what happened.
Oh, Mr.
He
Potsdam
made me
isn't funny
play
anymore.
mouse. Then he dug a hole. Please, I just want to go home now. Please.
Can you tell me your address, honey?
Hopefully, he'll
I
straighten
don't
out
know.
after the election.
Just take me to the store or the policeman. Please. Mommy said to go to the policeman if I got lost. And I'm lost. Bye-bye.
Karen scurries off ahead of you, but we couldn't animate that. I do want to talk to everybody about me saving the girl.
Oh my God. Karen. Thank God. What happened?
Found her in the graveyard. She was buried alive. And she claims Mr. Potsdam was responsible.
Thank you, Steve. Thank you from both of us. Here's the reward money. Take it and go. I need to be alone with my baby right now.
Alright, so you probably want there to be a consequence for Mr. Potsdam burying a child alive. There won't be. So
Bye-bye.
I can't talk now.
well, let's go do the roundup of everybody in town.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
His batteries are running low. The masturbating robot. Is he back in the diner? No, he's not. Where is he? Sheriff?
Sorry, Steve.
Stop it!
Hello.
Still sketching the same nude man, I see.
It doesn't behoove one to be fickle. Besides, once you find a perfect model, you don't let him go.
Alright. He doesn't have anything to say. Gay firemen were a bust.
Can't talk now.
Karen?
Why, you're spouting nonsense, cowpoke.
Bye.
Happy?
I can't imagine Mr. McKnight has anything to say. I don't know if you can solve the safe conundrum.
Don't hurry back.
But I feel like the answer is no. They just keep the broom closet open now.
Seeing you here again, one would think you'd never graduated. Nostalgia is a waste of time, big guy. You need to move forward, and if you ask me, the lodge lies firmly in that direction. Mr. Johnson says one of my pupils scratched his priceless tucker. I must say, I was relieved when I learned he had no evidence pointing to one of my kids. If he had, some lucky boy or girl would have been in for some quality time. Say, congratulations on finding Karen Fitzpatrick. Don't know how you did it, but if I were still publishing the Sentinel, you can bet I'd run a full profile on you. Drop in again soon.
Stephen, I'm glad you're here. As a graduate of Gein Memorial, you're a perfect example of what I'm trying to impress upon my class. That discipline forms the leaders of tomorrow. Stop by.
Does our pal Pat O'Reilly
now,
have
Steve.
anything to say?
I've got to.
Okay, no, he doesn't.
Don't be such.
Him and his fake scar. Colonel, do you have something to say?
That's far enough, my four-legged friend.
Four-legged?
How long are you going to torment me? You have two legs to spare, but no! Llamas aren't like that. They don't care. They don't love. Stay away from now on. Stay away, or so help me next time I'll rain on everybody's goddamn parade. Son, I've got more important things to do than chew the fat with you. I've got to drain my bags.
Okay. Good talk.
Think about taking some of that.
He just wants to sell me aluminum siding.
I can't talk now, son. I'm busy with this game. Dang it if the whole town ain't going to hell. Poor old Johnson. Defecating a work of art like that. Well, that's a sure sign that civilization is coming to an end. Anytime, Steve.
Sorry, son. No time.
Alright, so we might as well get into this. I'm not gonna... Well, okay, I will demonstrate it with one specific character. But, so you can use the combat to kill any NPC that you like. But with, I think, one exception, you will get arrested, and unless you have a get-out-of-jail-free card from the sheriff, executed. I'm not gonna bother doing it, but if you show him the copy of the receipts of the blackmail, he will make a deal with you to give you get out of jail free card.
Hello, Steve. Care to buy any? Just point to... Steve, you live close to Mr. Johnson. How is he taking it? Such wanton vandalism. It just breaks my heart. I'll have to send him a nice fruit basket, though if he wants some new paint and sealant, it'll cost him.
Let's just give her the reward money. And it's the 50s, so that's plenty. electrical tape. Is that actually it? Okay. And speaking of blackmail, I think there's something that we can do over here. No, I was wrong. I might have missed it.
Some rotten son bitch scratched my car. My Tucker, my baby, my poor darling, my sweet cheeks. If I find out who did it, I'll kill him. Just kill him dead. I told that fool sheriff to beef up the patrols, but what does he care? Nobody cares about a limp dick fat boy. Well, I'll make them care. I'll make them care. Good work rescuing Karen. Course you queered my play with Edna. But I suppose a little girl's life is more important than my sex life, right? Bye now.
Anyway. I don't think anything you do updates dialogue with the Wasp Woman.
It's not often that
Nope. Excuse me. Saved Eric. Hang on. We missed the good part.
Oh, man.
No evidence.
Did you say hello to your father for me? It's very important. I could use some good news right now.
You molested Karen and buried her alive.
Yeah, I know what that crazy little bitch said, but it's not true. I was at home that night. Mrs. Potsdam will vouch for me. Isn't that right, Mrs. Potsdam?
That's right, Mr. Potsdam. Hello, Steve. Care to stay for some pot roast?
Forget the pot roast, Mother. Pot roast isn't for backstabbers, for persecutors. I won't share my meat with him. My meat! My meat!
It's the truth. That's why. And I think you better be going, young man, before I call your mother and tell on you.
Someone went and scraped up Johnson's car? Can you imagine? It's...
Mr. Johnson is rich. That's when. Hey, Mrs. Potsdam.
You might want to be extra nice to Mr. Potsdam.
Your husband's a monster.
We're having the wedding at... Give my regards.
God damn it, Mr. Potsdam.
If it isn't my...
Not only are you an attempted murderer and child molester, but you also didn't fix the peephole.
Beg pardon?
You've got a peephole in the upstairs bathroom. It looks in on...
Well... How dare you?
Then you...
Now...
I guess...
Well, I
thought...
Beg pardon? How... Now...
I guess...
Well...
So... I was thinking about it, and I actually don't know what the tampons are for. In the game.
Steve, I'm so glad you came back. What have you been doing?
I visited the lodge. Talked to the sergeant-at-arms there. He knows that there's something out of whack here. He told me if I wanted to find out what it is, I should join the lodge. I've decided to join the lodge, Stephanie. I think the answer to all our questions is inside.
That place. It's so sinister. You may be playing right into their hands. Did you think of that? Doesn't it seem like you're being herded toward the lodge?
That's one of the things I hope to find out.
I hope finding out doesn't get you killed. My faux mother keeps me up on the latest gossip. Not like she really wants to talk to me. More like she's feeding me information. For instance, she told me that Mr. Johnson's Tucker was vandalized. That's another weird thing. Every car I've seen drive by is a Tucker. There were only 31 produced. What are the odds of that?
I've always wanted a Tucker. Funny that Harvest would be full of them.
Any idea who scratched the car?
I did.
Why would you do something like that?
It's part of the lodge initiation.
I see.
Look, I don't know what's going on here, but getting into the lodge is the best way to find out.
By committing vandalism? It was a crime, Steve.
Don't be so melodramatic about it. I've heard of worse fraternity initiations.
That's not a good defense.
When you put it that way, I guess I was overreacting. Is it true? You found Karen?
Yeah, just in time, too. He'd molested her and buried her alive. He couldn't bring himself to kill her outright, so he just decided to stick her in the ground and let fate take its course.
Who? Who would do that to a helpless child?
She says it was Mr. Potsdam, and I believe her.
Oh, Christ. And all this time I've been under the same roof with that thing watching me.
Take it easy, okay?
So, at least they'll be coming to take him away, won't they?
Bye.
Come back and...
I should find the sheriff and talk to him. I feel like he's not going to be at the station either. Nope.
Hey, it's too bad they don't give scout badges for digging up buried kids. I like to see what that badge would look like. I went over to ask her what it was like, being buried alive and all. But she just stared at me, and twitched, and drooled. Guess I got my answer. Huh.
Bye.
Good. Finally.
And let's get our hero's welcome from Mom, who I'm sure will be very normal.
Hello, dear. How are you today? Congratulations, hero. You found Karen after all.
You don't seem proud, Mother. I wonder why.
I warned you not to waste time looking for her.
Am I running out of time?
The blood drive is coming soon.
What does that have to do with anything?
If you haven't joined the lodge by then, you'll find out. Still, I'm glad you found the poor baby. She says Mr. Potsdam was responsible for what happened to her. What a silly little girl. Shame on you! Imagine accusing your future father-in-law of a thing like that. Is that how a range rider would behave? I don't think so.
Why would she lie?
Okay, Weisenheimer, even if he is a child molester, a kidnapper, and an attempted murderer, that's no reflection on what kind of father-in-law he'll be. I just can't wait for the wedding. Can you? Did you hear? Someone exterminated the wasp woman. Exterminated. Got it? Oh my, I used to be such a card. Everyone in the Glee Club thought so. Oh, I haven't lost it, have I?
Bye.
Don't forget to put the...
We are close. We are very close to meeting Dad. I hope you are, awash in anticipation. Oh, we need to get our task from the lodge also. Actually, I keep forgetting to show Hank our autograph.
Big whoop, Steve.
He doesn't care about the autograph?
Big whoops.
What is it for?
So, you have completed your first task. Now that you've scratched the tucker, you may proceed to your second task. You will steal a bolt of fabric from the fireman and bring it to me. Very well, then.
We need to get a bolt of cloth from the fireman. Actually, let me go to a place with a bumpin' soundtrack. I need to use the little person man's room, so I will be right back. Back down it goes. So we need the firemen to clear out. It was 50-50 on whether they'd even answer that call, but was that someone beating a dog? Okay. Okay. So, in order, we need to get a meat slip signed. I just wanted to say the words meat slip, but we need to get that signed to get meat for a puzzle, right? Meat Slip is the name of my band, actually. So, there's nothing actually indicating this, but the house has an alarm system that will trigger if we try to jimmy the window bars, and the alarm panel is behind here. Let's save under meat slip again. Huh.
No! Leave that there! If any of it turns up missing.
Marv, what's going on in there?
Go!
Rosy palm meets rosy cheeks. This photograph is a constant torture for poor old dad.
No! Go!
But what about the cow?
Steve, is that you? Come to see your poor old dad?
Are you my father? Really? I don't remember you.
Please. I'm not in the mood for jokes.
I'm serious. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Just don't make me laugh now. Remember the stitches.
My God. What has she done to you?
She doesn't know you're here, does she? Does she?
No, I had to break in. What the hell is going on in here?
I know it's a mystery to you. The sacred things that husbands and wives do behind closed doors. Maybe we should have that special father-son talk. Especially now that you're getting married. Then listen. I can't talk very loud. It's the tracheotomy. When a man and a woman love each other very much, they go into a room alone and shut the door and bolt it with at least 3 locks and prop a chair under the doorknob so no one can get in or out. Then they take off their clothes and get out a wide variety of scalpels. Some curved, some short, all of them sharp. And then the man climbs on the woman, and then they... with the barbed wire, they...
That's all right. Don't get worked up. You need your rest.
Yes, rest. But why did you come? You must have had a reason for risking it.
I need some meat, and Pat won't give me any without your signed permission.
Good old dependable Pat. Here, son. Here's my signature. Take it to him, and you won't have any problem. Now go, son. Go quickly, before she comes back.
All right. Let me try that again. I'm pretty sure that's saved.
Go.
So if you come in here too early, Mom kills you with a shotgun. But anyway, I actually do need to go do something, as it turns out. But we can finish the day. Where's the meat plant again?
So, your father okayed the meet, huh? How's he doing?
He's recovering nicely.
Good, good. Glad to hear it. Here's your meat, son. You run along now. A new shipment of animals has come in, and it's time to start cutting.
Okay. Fire station. The reason we needed the meat is because the dog barking will give us away. And he's still here.
Jeez, what are you doing here?
Just standing here, waiting to be drawn.
You just hang out here? All the time?
I'm not a person, Steve. I'm an object. You'd do well to remember that. A person is his job. Someday you'll understand that. And if you don't, it won't matter, because you'll be dead.
Dead?
Have you gotten your lodge application in yet? Good. You may survive yet. I guess you're here to steal the bolt. Not at all. That's not my job. However, since I am an object d'art, and since art should be interpreted, I'll give you a clue as to where the bolt is located. Darkness gives as darkness gets, but light invoked is light shed.
Okay. All right.
was gonna try to put the cover back on him. Mission accomplished.
Welcome to our order.
I actually lied. We're gonna do at least one more day. Newspaper for Jimmy.
Well, that didn't work.
Hello, dear. You know those firemen? The funny ones with the color sense? Looks like they misplaced a bolt of expensive fabric. Of course, each one of them suspects the other. Looks like a catfight is brewing.
Okay, and now that we've uncovered Mom's secret, that she a freak, I can show you my secret weapon.
What a thing to say to your mother. Was that an invitation now that your father is out of action? Maybe later, dear. Right now I have housework to do. Though you can watch if you want. Don't forget to put the paper...
So if you don't give the paper, if you keep not giving the paper to Jimmy, he kills you with his gun that he has, because Jimmy is strapped.
Hey, Steve, you've been doing a swell job putting...
Now, among other things, I think there's something at the mortuary. I keep being wrong about that. I might have missed it. Day 4. Oh, we can't even go in there anymore.
Steve, it's so good to see you again. I get so lonely in here.
I'm sorry. Want to hear what's happening out in the real world?
No. I'd rather forget about Harvest for a while. Come here.
Stephanie?
I feel so close to you, Steve. Like we're the only two people in Harvest. The only two real people. Do you know what I mean? I need to feel something again. This sense I have that I've known you. It's my only link to my past.
That's my favorite Zelda game. So.
Maybe it's different than memory. Maybe we don't remember each other so much as we recall the feelings deep inside.
I don't know what you're talking about, Stephanie.
Strong feelings.
Maybe the body has its own memory.
Let's find out.
Hope you're ready for the least erotic love scene ever put to film. I actually agree with Steve. This would be a bad thing to do. But the content.
Then take me now.
Yeah. Was it good for you, Mr. Podsdam? Alright. Now let's report back to Dr. Claw.
Exquisite cloth. Its loss should trigger quite a bit of dissension amongst our gallant firefighters. Still, that is not your concern. Your next assignment is to break into the tonsorial establishment of Mr. Pastorelli and abscond with his prized barber's pole. Lack of respect for authority. A fine trait for a member of the Order. Yes, I approve, Stephen. I hope you succeed in your task. Break into the shop, steal the barber's pole, and bring it back to me. At that point, I shall give you your final task.
Nightfall descends upon harvest. Alright, we're gonna steal the barber's pole, and then we're gonna call it for this afternoon. Where's the barber shop at? Of course, we all know you tape up a door and break the glass. It makes less noise. It makes less of a mess. There's a okay.
Okay.
I really don't see why there needed to be 2 screwdrivers.
Yeah.
That's just the same scene as always. Just control F4 and click the mouse button. Disc 2, baby. Oh, it just worked at that time? Alright. Day 5. But for right now, that'll do us. We'll do day 5 and I think day 6. Next, and we'll probably just combine it with the rest of the rest of the game after that. But yeah, thank you as always, everybody, for stopping by. It means more than I can articulate. And yeah, take easy and stay safe.